Hi, darlings, and welcome back to another declutter in my quest to thin my makeup collection a little bit. If you don't know me, hi, my name is Liz. Welcome. I know that there's a lot of new subscribers, and holy crap, that happened fast. So hi, welcome everyone. Today we're going to be doing highlighters, just highlighters, and we're going to be switching to hand cam so that we can actually like look at all of the things. So I am going to be going through and decluttering things that I know I'm not going to use, things I don't reach for. And if I declutter something that you love, nothing against you or your collection. It's just that it's not serving me and mine. I will not be sending anything out to anybody. I know that every so often in other creators' videos, I see that happen. And I want to preface that I'm not sending anything to anybody else. If I declutter it, it's going to go to somebody that I know or like get donated locally where I am. So, and if you hear like heavy breathing and like little footsteps, my son is congested and he is running around because he is balls to the walls today. But I didn't want to put this off anymore. So we are just going to work around it and make do because he is not going to take a nap. So let's switch over to hand cam so that we can like get our grubby little fingers into the highlighters and then move some of them along, hopefully. I don't really have a goal in mind for that. I just kind of want to thin things out that maybe I'm holding on to that I just don't really touch or want, or things that I really just have tried and I just don't care for. So yeah, without further ado, let's pop to the hand cam. All right, friends, welcome to the hand cam. We're going to go ahead and make quick work of this because I don't know how amiable Levi is going to be. He is kind of all over the place right now. So to start, let's look at this Bitter Lace Beauty highlighter here. They sell the compact and the pan inside separately. This is their Looking Glass highlighter, and I really enjoyed it, but it broke, and I repressed it, and it broke again. So it's just time to move it along. I know that these pans are replaceable, but this is kind of a mess, and I frankly, I don't want to deal with it. I used it pretty much for my inner corner highlight. I thought it was beautiful, but it's not something that I'm going to repurchase, I think, so I'm going to go ahead and move this out. All right, so the next on the list is this Makeup Geek Cosmetics. It's a really beautiful, kind of a bronzy color. I think on a deeper skin tone, this would be stunning. Or if you're somebody who likes to mix in, you know, like highlighters into body oils, that kind of thing. I'm not going to do that. So I'm actually going to move it along. I didn't realize how deep it was when I got it. Excuse me. It was really inexpensive. They were going out of business. And I think it's just time to move it along, but it's a beautiful color, just not on my skin tone. I have medium and light to medium skin depending on the season, and this just is a little bit too dark for me. So I'm going to move it along. All right. Next on the docket is this Fenty Beauty. This is the Trophy Wife Kilowatt Highlighter, and it's a very bright gold. I actually used this to make a C3PO look for Halloween a couple of years ago, and I haven't touched it since, so it's just time. That's a big pan in there. I know I used it all over my face, but yeah, it's going to be time. It almost looks like a gold nugget from that angle, so that's mildly amusing. But it's just time to move it along, so bye-bye. All right. I have a lot of Ofra ones, so we're just going to do them as we go, but next on the list is the highlighter in Pink Bliss. This is really pretty. I think I'll use this as a blush topper, so I am going to actually move this aside and put it with my blushes because it's very much like a kind of a pinky color. And I just think that would be a really pretty like blush topper. So I am going to hang on to this for a bit longer. So that's going to go in the keep pile. We'll put that over there. Okay. So next on the docket is going to be this Odin's Eye. This is the Lavender Dream from the Solmon 2 collection. And these are it's just so pretty. This is really unique in my collection. It's got like a blue kind of purple shift. If you look in the reflection there, you can kind of see the purple. It is kind of glittery, so let's show you. Like, see, it's just glittery. But honestly, this has been such a beautiful, it doesn't even look like I've used it, but it's been used a lot for like inner corner highlight. But yeah, I really like it. They make some beautiful some beautiful products. They're just so shiny. Like, it's just so shiny, but this is gonna stay, so we'll keep. All right. So next is one that I haven't even opened, and that is the highlighter Mother Earth by Ofra Cosmetics. I think this kind of has like a green shift, but I don't reach for this at all. If you hear Levi in the background, he's talking. This is kind of a green shift, but I'm going to go ahead and move it along. This was one of the highlighters that I won in that contest end of last year, and I just haven't reached for it, so I'm going to go ahead and declutter it and move it along. All right, progress. All right, next is going to be this Milk and Cookies highlighter by Ofra Cosmetics. This is really pretty. I think this would be good for a deep shade or on the lid. And then this is more of like the color I like to use on my cheek. But let's see, because if I have those repeat shades in here, then I don't really need to keep this one. So let me see. How do I? Wow, user error. Don't mind me. Yeah, so I think I have duplicate shades in here or pretty close. So I'm actually going to keep this and move this along because this is barely touched. So I'll just donate this to somebody else, and then I'll end up keeping this one because this has a lot of different options in it for highlighter. And I just think it's really pretty. This is their signature palette Frosted Glow, and I'm just going to keep this one and donate this one. So yay, progress. Okay, let's see. Next is the Anastasia Beverly Hills. I've gotten a lot of use out of this. I thought that this was a really unique collection, like a really unique collection of highlighters for a long time. I don't think it really had any competition for a long time, but I've had it a long time. It's not performing the way it used to. It's not as vibrant as it used to be or as smooth, and I think I'm actually going to declutter it. It's getting on in age. It's gotten some good use out of it, but I think it's time. I'm really interested in the Blend Bunny Noctilucent powder or palette. I'm really interested in that. That might be something I pick up at a later time, but for now I really don't need it, and I'm actually gonna declutter this, but that may end up replacing this sometime in the future. It just depends. So we're gonna say bye-bye to this one. I am so excited. Okay. So right along those lines is this Huda Beauty Summer Highlighter Palette. I don't know if this is, I've used this one a couple of times. I don't think I've really used the other ones. But I think this made me look sick, honestly. When I put this on my cheek, that green cast was too much. It made me look sick, and I haven't even reached for these. I'm going to go ahead and declutter this because I just don't reach for it. I don't really like the creamy formula that it has. I don't feel like it lays down on top of my makeup well. So for that reason, I am going to move it along. Oh, I'm so proud of myself. Good job, me. Okay, so next on the list is going to be, let's go ahead and get this big one out of the way. This is a Glamlight Michaela Pot 2. This is very much a glittery highlighter, but I love that they're multi-chrome, and this one's like a gold kind of a glitter. I am going to keep this because I really enjoy it, and you can see I've been reaching for it a fair bit. I think she did a good job with this palette. The only complaint that I have is I find, and I've seen every other influencer that has received this palette as well, has the same problem. They come broken. Like, what's the point of doing a nugget shape if you're not going to make sure that it doesn't break? And something about this formula, this shade was broken on the corner when I got it. But it performs beautifully on the face and on the eyes, so we're going to take it. And we're going to keep it. So, all right, next. This is the Glover Puppy Love Highlighter by Too Faced. It is a cute little pan. The collector in me wants to keep this just because it's adorable. It's adorable. I might clean it up and give it to my daughter because she'll probably have fun playing with it. But I just think it's adorable. This was part of a mystery box that I got from Too Faced. And I'm just going to go ahead and keep it, mainly for the aesthetics. No other reason, really. It's just for the aesthetics. I think it's adorable. So, keep. Okay, so let's do this palette here as well. Oops, excuse me. Who am I? Who do I even think I am right now? Okay. This is a Got Me Beamin' by ColourPop Cosmetics. I actually have used this a fair bit. I've liked the formula. As you can see, it kind of has like, it's smooth and bright, but not like too bright. I'm actually going to hang on to this because I think this has been really nice and it wasn't very expensive. Okay, the next is a liquid highlighter. This is by Iconic. I got this in BoxyCharm or one of those like forever and a day ago, but a little bit goes a long way, and I feel like I've had this forever. It's still performing well. See, that'll make you an alien slut, as Teresa is dead would say. So we're gonna go ahead and keep it because it is still performing, and I haven't had any problems with the formula. I really like using this, just the tiniest amount on the high points of my cheek. It's been nice, and it lays down with my makeup well. I don't know about their other formulas or other liquid ones, but this one's been good for me so far anyway. So keep. All right, so the next is we have the holiday releases from MAC a couple of years ago. This is the Flare for the Dramatic Extra Dimension Skin Finish Luster by MAC Cosmetics. It's beautiful, but I find it to be a little bit dark for my skin tone. And for that reason, I am going to go ahead and declutter it. I just think it's the pan embossing. The collector in me really wants to keep this, but I just recognize that I don't reach for it because it's too dark for my skin tone. So let's move it along and give it to somebody who can. If you notice that the light is changing, you're not going crazy. It's just a cloud has moved over. All right, next is going to be the Fenty Beauty. This is the Matchstick Highlighter in Rum. I never reached for this. I don't like the formula, and I don't like this color. So this is going to go bye-bye. I'm actually going to throw this away because this is older, and I just don't want somebody to break out because it's older, you know? So we're going to bye-bye-bye. Bye-bye. All right. So this is a Makeup Geek. This is a Makeup Geek. This one is in the color Celestial. It's a duochrome highlighter, it says. I don't know if this is like an early format of duochromes, but it just is not really impactful, and it is really white based. So I find like maybe this would make it a beautiful inner corner highlight, but it's not something I'm willing to put on my cheeks because it has like a very white cast to it. It was inexpensive. I bought it when they were going out of business, but it's time to move along. All right. So let's see. Next on the list is another one of these MAC things. And this one's actually too light for my skin tone. This one's got like really white. These are really glittery too, like this one especially. It's just really glittery, which is nice on occasion, but I don't want everyday highlighters to be this glittery, so I'm going to move this along because I'm not going to reach for it. I am, however, going to keep the trio that has these three. These two colors look really nice on my skin. I do see some palette leakage here. I don't know if you can see that there. But I'm not going to let it concern me. Just look how pretty that pan embossing is, man. If there's something that MAC does really well, it's pan embossing. They really do. They're just gorgeous. But I'm going to keep this and declutter the rest. So, all right. We are almost done. I hear my son is getting ready to have a meltdown. All right, so we're almost done in here, though. This is the Milk Cosmetics. This is our Illumination highlight. This was free when I ordered my Mariposas collection. They gave this to me for free, and I use this for an inner corner highlight and sometimes a lid topper. Also, yes, goth girl vibes all the way. Love it. It is a little bit too dark for my skin, but actually during the summer when I'm a little bit deeper skin toned, this is perfect, so I am going to keep it. But it's pretty. Look at that color shift. Okay. All right. This is from a smaller indie brand. This is from Pesos Cosmetics. They don't have a lot of offerings on their site, but I've used this a few times on my face, and it really has like a nice kind of a subtle glow. I am going to keep it for that reason and give it a little bit more use before I move it along, but I think the subtle glow that it creates is really pretty. So we're going to go ahead and keep this. All right, and it's labeled, by the way, blush, and that is not accurate. It is very much a highlighter, but I don't know, I think it's pretty. Okay. This is kind of like a putty formula by Floss. I think all of the products that I've seen from them are kind of like this formula. I don't really like this. I think it's because it doesn't really set down. And the light is starting to fail, but we'll do what we can. So it's very much a putty, and I don't like that. So we're going to move this on. Bye, bye, bye. All right, 4 left. Pause. So this is the Light Lock Powder by About Face. I have never reached for this. I'm sure it's beautiful on the skin. I think the packaging is really beautiful, but it's not something that I'm going to reach for if I haven't reached for it by now. And so I'm going to go ahead and declutter it. All right, my darlings, we have 3 left. This is Ibby by Ibby. This is actually an eyeshadow. So we're going to move that to another pile. So actually, we have 2. Well, that's exciting. All right, so this is an ABH loose highlighter in Peach Fizz. I can't say I've ever used a loose one. This came in a BoxyCharm forever ago. It's a really pretty color, though. I wonder. So yeah, never even opened. Am I ever going to reach for this? Ah, victory's mine. Okay, let's try this. Excuse you. I don't like how crumbly that is. Is that supposed to be smooth? Ma'am? Is this supposed to be smooth? I'm not getting smooth from this. I'm getting chunky. I think I'm going to declutter this. I don't know about that. I don't know. It just feels really kind of chunky on my finger, and I don't know how well that's going to apply with a brush. But I think I'm going to throw this away. It is old. It must have been old when it was at in BoxyCharm. But if you can look, there's actually, just hold still. If you look, there's actually like a film on the top. So we're going to go ahead and get rid of that. It's new, but it's clearly not new, if you know what I mean. So let's just move it along. And looks like last man standing is going to be the Star Surfer from Kaleidos. I'm going to keep this. I think it's pretty. Oops, there it goes. Look at it. I stocked all of these. Is it unique to my collection? You know, honestly, I don't think it really is, but that's okay. I'm going to go ahead and keep it. And by the way, this packaging, A+, right? A+. Okay, so we started out with, let's see, 1, 2. All right, friends. So we started out with 24. We are keeping 11. So we're decluttering 13. I think that's pretty good. So yeah, let me switch back to my face and we'll finish this. All right, friends. We started with 24 and we ended up with 11. So we decluttered 13. That's pretty exciting. That's over half. So I am pretty stoked to keep the highlighters that I have and be able to easily access them and use them. Thank you for being here today and watching my declutter. If you made it to the end, why don't you leave me like a sun emoji? So, for the bright sunny day that has turned to gray. That's, Florida weather life for you. And thank you for being here today. And y'all loved my eyeshadow declutter. Like, I am so excited. We're at like 100 subscribers. That happened so fast. But thank you for being here because, it's just me. I'm Liz. In case you made it this far and didn't realize that. Hi, what's up? It's just me hanging out with my collection and playing with makeup items. I have no expectations. Literally, I just like to have fun with my makeup. I'm not a perfect person. And I'm mouthy. And so we'll just see what happens. But thanks for being here. I like doing these. And I will catch you on the next one. I think the next one is going to have to be blush. I think that's where I'm going to go next. And then the dreaded lip product. Oh, I'm not looking forward to that because I have lip products in every corner of my house and purse. So So I will catch you guys on the next one. Thank you for being here. And sorry, he's just making noise now.